Hello, welcome to this week's video. This week's video has been a long time coming. I've been getting some wood from John and Lynn just out the road. They've got a nice little farm. John and Lynn brought in a piece of yellow box. They found it in the paddock in pretty ordinary condition. We turned it into a vase there some months ago. There's a link to that video and a couple of photos. Anyway, Lynn was interested in a tiered cake stand, and I've been procrastinating about it for quite a few months, or probably 8 months. Now time flies. And I started one, and I used some boards that had come off a cabinet, and I did 3 of the plates, but they just weren't good enough. So I decided to make it out of a different wood. And I've got some timber here that I got from another friend, Margaret. She had an elm tree growing up against a shed, and we cut it down and slabbed it into small slabs, and it's been sitting there for a few years. It's a beautiful wood, so we decided to make the cake stand out of the elm wood. On another occasion, I bartered with Lynn. Lynn is a beautiful painter, and so I swapped a bowl for a painting, and I sent a couple of photos of our 2 Whippet dogs, and Lynn painted from those photos, and it's an absolute stunning painting. And it sits up on the wall near the kitchen, so every time we sit down and have a meal, I'm always looking at that painting. I always feel bad because I haven't done this cake stand for Lynn, and it's been quite a few months. So over the Christmas period, I had a bit of time in the shed, and so we got into it. I suppose one of the problems I had was what dimensions it should be, how high it should be. I really didn't have much idea. So after a bit of thinking time, we got into it and cut up the elm wood into the bottom base is around 320 millimeters. The second one is around 250 millimeters, and the top plate is about 150 millimeters. And then the spacings in between is around about 120 mil at the bottom and 80 mil in the middle. So I turned the plates using spindle gouge. I also used a parting tool. So the plates were made out of the elm, and the spaces and the handle I made out of red gum. And the handle has got a beautiful figure in it, in the red gum, which you'll see at the end, the beautiful wood red gum. I assembled the plates together with the spacers, and I put a metal threaded rod up in the middle just to give it a bit more stability, so you can put it together, take it apart whenever you like. So I finished it with tung oil. Putting the video together, I'm thinking I might cover it with an oil and wax over top of the tung oil. So I'll just let the tung oil cure for a couple of days, and then I'll give it a coat of the oil and wax. It'll just bring a shine to it and finish it off nicely. So once I do that, I'll take it out to John and Lynn's place, and hopefully Lynn will be happy with it. It's certainly come up better than what I expected. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.